Hey y'all, how are you? It is after midnight. Um, I've been sitting up listening to the news, which is horrible for me. I don't like to listen to it. Um, but it caught my eye, and I thought I should come on and talk to you a little bit. Um, just not too long ago, um, it's been reported that there has been an invasion, or the invasion has started. Russia and started the invasion allegedly, as Miss Janita says, on the Ukraine. The quotes I'm seeing on the news is that its special military operations have started, and also in quotations in one of the news articles, it says confrontation is inevitable. So I wanted to come on here because, as you know, my channel is not political, and so I'm not going to mention names of leaders or anything like that because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk to you about prepping and being prepared as we have been talking about for a while now. So, with that being said, I want to also read you or tell you about, I'm going to read you so I don't misquote an article that I saw. What day was it? I believe it was on the 21st. Yes, February 21st. It was Fox News from Houston, Texas. And it starts out saying if Russia mounts cyber attacks against the United States, the targets could include banks, power plants, water treatment facilities, communications. That's a little scary, isn't it? Those attacks could also impact GPS for navigation, farming, automation, and oil explorations. That's a mess. That's a big mess. So, and a scary mess. So, with all that being said, um, again, I'm referencing the article not for political reasons, because I don't do that, but I want you to start thinking about those areas that they're talking about being targeted. How are you going to prepare for that? What preps do you have in place? I'd like you to tell me in the comments, prepping wise only, what are you going to do to prepare for that? Or do you already have it covered and you're not worried about it? If you do have it covered, share with us how to have it covered. What do we need to be doing? We talked about it before about if you didn't have money, you could barter stuff. Do you have barter items? Would you barter with somebody else? How are you going to stay warm right now because it's winter time? I remember back months and months ago, Germany was teaching its people how to stay warm if they lost power. Did we learn from that? Would that make us start thinking? I started thinking when I heard that, and I was starting to think of alternate ways to heat my house. I've grown up in Texas, so I know how to be hot. I'm not too worried about that, but being cold is not something I like. So that was something that I had been looking into. Um, how are you going to get clean water? You've seen 900 videos on filtration systems, what you need to do for that. Have you done that yet? Communications. How are you going to communicate with your people, your family, your tribe, your support system? How are you going to do that? I mean, how many things are going to be affected by just that if our communications get knocked out? We talked about what would you do for money? Besides bartering, what else could you do for money? Because money probably won't be a thing. I don't know. Um, do you have a circle of people who can help you? I talked about it in my video with the captain and I, where we were on the golf cart, and during that video, I said to you, in your circle, do you have people who could fix things that need to be fixed? Who cook, who grow the gardens, who do all those things? if you don't have those skills yourself, what are you going to do? We don't have time anymore. We don't. We don't have time to continue to sit around and say this isn't happening. So, those are some things I'd like to hear in the comments from you. Ideas for other people. If things starting to get worse than they already are. Yesterday, the lines for gas in our town were ridiculous. People were lining up. I've not ever seen that before, but they were in lines, and I thought it might just be because of the cold coming. But we have cold weather here a lot, and we have snow events and all of that, and I've never seen that many people in line. So I don't know if they were just filling up before they thought the prices were going to go up or what was going on there. So that's all I wanted to talk about on that subject. But I want to tell you this one. This one's a little worrisome to me. So somebody very, very close to me, this week, came and said to me, I just got a call from the Army recruiter. And I said, oh yeah. I said, did you call them or were you looking into that? And he said, no, it was unsolicited. And they were wanting me to join the Army. And I said, oh, okay, that's a little strange. And they said, yeah, it is. And then they started talking to me a little bit further a couple days later and said, you know, many of my friends in my age group also got that same call. And I asked, well, had they ever got that call before? Had they solicited information? You know, what? And they said no. And it was all in the same week. So what are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's just coincidental that during this time that all this is going on, that all of these people that had to sign up for selective service some years back are now getting phone calls this week? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Non-political again, just what are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's coincidence, or do you think that something is really, fixing to be in that area? Personally, it's pretty scary to me. I don't know. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on all of this? How are you feeling about what's going on? I see many, many other channels talking about it, talking about the politics of it, talking about more things that are speculation than have been reported. Anything that I'm telling you, there's a news article behind, or I have first-hand experience. The phone call was something that happened just, that's a first-hand experience thing. But these news articles are, you can go look up on Fox News, Fox 26 News out of Houston, Texas, for the article that I just referenced to you. So let me know what's going on in your area. Are people lining up for gas? Are people panic buying? What's happening? Probably by tomorrow there'll be more, because this is almost midnight by the time I'm recording this. And by tomorrow, I would assume things will start moving and more things will be happening. So what's happening in your town, in your state? Let me know. If you see this tonight, let me know tonight. If you see this tomorrow and you have time to know if things are changing in your area, report on that so we know what's happening and things that we need to be looking out for ourselves. So be safe. Much love. Like and subscribe and comment so you can continue to see. I'll keep reporting on what's happening in our area. Grocery prices, gas prices, anything else that I see that's a little weird happening. Just be safe and continue to comment and let me know what's happening. Continue to watch what's happening in your area and continue to prep. Continue to prep. I keep telling you, I can't tell you enough to continue to do that. Get your stuff. If you haven't got your stuff, I don't know what to tell you, but get your stuff. If you can find it, get out and get it. because this is getting real really fast. That's all I can say. And be careful. Much love, y'all.